Introduction to Azure Arc Data Services with SQL Database. Azure Arc Data Services allow you to run Azure Data Services on premises, at the edge, or in multi-cloud environments, enabling you to manage data across diverse infrastructure. In this tutorial, we will explore how to use Azure Arc Data Services with SQL Database. Prerequisites. To get started, you need an Azure subscription, an Azure Arc-enabled Kubernetes cluster, and the Azure CLI installed on your machine. Familiarity with SQL Database and Kubernetes is also recommended. Step 1. Create an Azure Arc-enabled Kubernetes cluster. First, create an Azure Arc-enabled Kubernetes cluster using the Azure CLI. This will allow you to connect your Kubernetes cluster to Azure and manage it as a single unit. Step 2. Install Azure Arc Data Services. Next, install Azure Arc Data Services on your Kubernetes cluster. This includes the Azure Arc Data Controller, which manages the data services, and the Azure SQL Managed Instance, which provides the SQL database functionality. Step 3. Create a SQL database. After installing Azure Arc Data Services, create a SQL database instance. This can be done using the Azure CLI or the Azure portal. You can also use the SQL Server Management Studio to manage your SQL database instance. Step 4. Connect to SQL database. Once your SQL database instance is created, connect to it using your preferred tool, such as SQL Server Management Studio or Azure Data Studio. You can then create databases, tables, and stored procedures, and perform other database operations. Best practices. When using Azure Arc Data Services with SQL Database, keep in mind the following best practices. Ensure high availability and disaster recovery by configuring multiple nodes and storage classes. Monitor your data services using Azure Monitor and Azure Log Analytics. Use Azure Security Center to protect your data services from threats. Conclusion. In this tutorial, we have learned how to use Azure Arc Data Services with SQL Database. By following these steps and best practices, you can run Azure Data Services on premises, at the edge, or in multi-cloud environments, and manage data across diverse infrastructure. This enables you to take advantage of the scalability, security, and reliability of Azure Data Services, while maintaining control over your data and infrastructure.